Hey everyone, I'm back. It's Dr. Hammond, and I'm here with your mental health moment. And before we get started, I want to wish everyone a belated Father's Day. So, of course, Father's Day was a couple of days ago here, and I really want to take a moment to talk about parenting. Frankly, we've talked about a lot of topics on Mental Health Moment, and I really want to share some tips with you. Seeing that we just celebrated Father's Day, about co-parenting. So whatever they may look like for you, whether you're a parent, whether you may be a grandparent, working with parents, whether you're a teacher or in mental health or whatever field that you're in or situation that you're in, we all really have an opportunity to celebrate dads and dad figures and father figures. And I say this and welcome. Thank you for those who are joining. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Today we're really just taking a brief moment to talk about parenting and co-parenting and what that looks like, especially since we just celebrated Father's Day. And I really want to remind each and every one of you the importance of dads in the lives of children, because unfortunately, I think right now, I think we're getting better at it as a society, but unfortunately for a really long time, while I'm really grateful to have all the resources for mothers, we have really neglected the resources for dads, as in how to be a dad and how to be a significant other if you are one in a relationship, and how to partner with someone and raise a child, right? I think we've unfortunately neglected that. But what I do want to remind each and every one of you is to support whomever it is in your life, whether it's your own child that's now a dad, whether it's a co-parent in your life. And I'm going to leave let me put it here now, a resource for you here on the chat. Or for those of you who are watching later, it's helpguide.org. If you go to that site, they have a great amount of deal of information about co-parenting, how to properly co-parent. And again, I've worked with so many families over time. I feel like I know about 300 ways to, that I've learned that people co-parent and really raise children, right? So there's not there's not a right or wrong per se. Everyone has a different set of values. However, it's really important, especially in the situation where there may be an ex. It is vitally important to keep the child first in mind. That is so important. I cannot stress that enough. So there's a lot also on there too. Again, helpguide.org, great resource site. There are also, if you, whatever type of phone you have, if you look up co-parenting apps sometime, right? And again, please share this information. Again, if it doesn't apply to you directly, share it with someone who needs this information. But there are co-parenting apps as well that'll help. Let's say you or someone you know has an ex that may be difficult, right? So during that time, if you're struggling over schedules, if you're struggling over which school you want the child to go to, what doctor you want them to go to, or how to parent, how to discipline, all those sorts of things that can be difficult sometimes with an ex, there's a lot of apps out there now that make this way more easier, especially with time sharing arrangements, who picks up whom and what time and what day and all that good stuff. There's also family mediators. That's also a resource. So there really are a lot of resources, but the main thing I want you to remember is to please, give a shout out to dads that you know in your life, whether it's your brother, your significant other, your own dad, grandparent, whomever, right? People that you know, because dads really need support too. There's a lot of information, as I mentioned, a wealth of information for moms, but not enough for dads. So I want to give a shout out to all the amazing, great dads out there. And good evening to you all. So I see you all continuing to join. I'm going to put as well, let's see here. I think it went through. Yes. I'll also put my website in there if you have any questions, drnikishahammond.com. And also hammondpsychology.com. If you go on there, I also have a blog on there with a lot of resources for parenting, any of your parenting questions that you may have. And hi, Dr. King. I saw Dr. King join. Thank you for joining. And again, if you have any questions ever related to mental health, related to parenting, children, or anything like that, please reach out to me on drnikishahammond.com, or I'm also on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And I'll leave those in here again in the chat for you. Okay. Thank you so much for joining Mental Health Moment. I hope you have an amazing day. Go out, be blessed, and please remember to continue to support our dads out there. Thanks so much. Bye.